everyone, I'm here to share my layout. I'm using the March embellishment kit from Scrapping Fun Kits, and this is full of lovely Easter goodness but also some autumn goodness. So these plastic leaves here all came in the kit and they are just beautiful. So when I was unboxing it, if you want to check out the link below. I had this idea to put the leaves in this kind of a formation around a photo. So I finished that unboxing and then I grabbed a photo and then started that idea, and this is my layout. So I've grabbed this photo here, and it was a 4x6 and I've cut it down a little just because there was a lot of grass down the bottom, and seeing as it is autumn and you can see with the leaves at the back of the trees, I had to just minimize that green because that's a bit silly. Even though it's the start of autumn, there's always a little bit of green around anyway. Anyhow, it's my son, my eldest son, when he was just over 1, and my husband walking around in the park in Wagga Wagga. So I'm just using a little dab of the wet glue. This is Helmer's glue if you're interested. Just putting it in the corner there. Not the corner, like in the, you can see where I'm putting it. Oh, it wasn't straight. So luckily I was using reusable tape. In the little spot where the leaf starts, because if you just put a dab there, the texture of the leaf can still bounce up off the page and form some shadows and add some texture. That way, if you put glue all over the leaf, which you could do if you're looking for that style, but I was looking more of a 3D kind of a texture with these leaves. So putting it in the dab there, and they do end up getting glue all over my hands, but that's okay. That's easy to get off that glue. And just sticking some down, and I thought I'd use them all, so I would just go with that one. And this lovely trim here, it's a felt like trim, and it looks like lace, like the style of it and the print of it and stuff. It's got some lovely flowers and some leaves on it, and like Raylene has found that, and it's an awesome match. Oh, I found a leaf. It's an awesome match to this kit because it adds another piece of texture, but the flowers and the leaves and the brown just go so nicely together. So what I did, you could see, I just used my scissors to cut out some of it so that it wasn't so boxy, and then I'm just going to glue it down here in the bottom of the cluster. So this was my idea. I didn't mat my photo, as you can see. The papers we got are a bit more Easter, and I just didn't think they would go with the leaf, so I did not put them on there. I found this little offcut and I thought that could stick up there. Just brings the trim across throughout the whole cluster that way. So I figured it needed a bit up the top, so I'm just going to cut some out. And see how it's just so much nicer not being boxy, like, well, in this form, because obviously other types, other layouts, it's nice to have a bit of boxiness. I'm just going for the wild crazy look, and that one was sticking up where I didn't want it to stick up, so I'm just sticking it down. How many times can you say sticking or sticking or sticking in one sentence? Crazy, Lauren, crazy. So as you can see, that fourth piece of that trim just finishes it completely. And I thought I might use this washi to, what is it called? Like border the photo, but then I thought, nah, that's not going to work with what's going on. So I then realized it would be excellent to make a little cluster down the bottom here so that your eye is drawn diagonally down across the page. And so I'm just starting that cluster with these photos, with this ribbon, and then I'm going to, the washi, and now I'm going to add some ribbon. So we've got this lovely brown and white spot on this ribbon, and that came in the kit as well. And so you can see all the goodies there on the kit that are left. I've already made my traveler's notebook layout for my summer mood board. Autumn mood board? Must be autumn. So for the mood board that's open now, so check out the website, so check out the blog and the Facebook page for not only these kind of events that are happening in terms of sharing what we're making with our kits, but also things like the mood board where you can enter to win a prize. And of course, I'm filming, so of course my tiny attacher is run out of staples, so I thought I'd leave it in just to quickly show you, even though it's like a million times fast. It's probably not the best way to learn how to reload your tiny attacher, but it's quite easy anyway, so Don't worry if you're new to a tiny attach or if it's something you're just now looking for. So these are cut apart words that also came with the kit. There's some little cards that you can cut out, some phrases that you can cut out, and all types of different things that you get in these embellishment kits. Some nice little printable goodies that are printed for us, ready to go. I loved it, but I didn't know where it was going to go. So as you can see, I play with it a little bit here, I play with it a bit later, I try and work out what I'm doing, I'm trying to work out what I want for my title here. Get out my calligraphy pen, but it's black, and I don't want black on this page right now in terms of that. And so I figure I'll just fiddle with the word again. Looks really nice here, but I don't know. Really, it has nowhere for it to go until I put the title. So I just put it up here. Luckily I'm using that reusable tape in that tape runner, so that's good. So just checking in the kit if there was anything else I wanted to add. And I thought I'd like to add some white stickers. So I thought maybe I'd write life, and then I thought, nah, that's a bit meh about that kind of a title for this page. So I got out some white stickers, and I'm going to spell out autumn walk. Autumn walk. So I do it with two different stickers, just like nice little straight and kind of thin one to spell out autumn, and I thought maybe it would go there, then I thought maybe there. I don't know, it was a bit crazy this layout. I was a bit indecisive about some of the finer last points, whereas at the beginning I was just like, oh, the leaves can go there and they'll be fine. And these are the title and that word phrase crisp air is what I fiddle with the most on this layout. It's so funny. Just crazy how it sometimes works. And I like how, so I got that glue because the glue had gone through the leaves. It was annoying me by then, so off it comes with a wipe, opening these stickers, because obviously I'd used these stickers back in the day when I didn't realise if you cut the side of them, you could easily get the letters out instead of pulling the whole sleeve of the whole sheet of alphas out and in of the packet, which annoys the living life out of me. So here we go with my title. I'm like, yep, nah, no thank you. Then I go here, and then I'm like, up, no, down, and this is where I'm going to rest. So I'm going to stick it down just to make sure it's where I want, and then I actually do use my Helmer's glue again to stick it down to make sure, because it is on top of those leaves, and those leaves aren't flat. So as you can see now, I figure that phrase needs to be somewhere else. Thought it might be there, which it looks really lovely there. There's nothing wrong with that one. But then I'm like, maybe down here. No, that's covering too much. Oh goodness. And then here. So this means that as you scan your eyes across this page, you see the leaf cluster. You check out the photo and the title. Then you go down diagonally to that crisp air part, and then the washi tape cluster. So I like to think sometimes about where your eye wanders, and that helps me with my designing, and sometimes with placing those little finer details like this cut apart word. So sticking that down and just checking it all out, making sure it's what I want, and I think I'm finished. And so, oh whoops, I didn't cut that out. So then I come back and I put it on, and I actually use this ink. So I got this ink out because I was going to use a date stamp to date under that crisp air, but I had to end up writing it instead because I didn't have a date stamp that went back to 2007. I thought I did, and maybe I do, I just probably didn't have a good enough look. But I figured then I didn't want to border this page, but I knew it needed something. I didn't want to doodle border it at all, that's for sure. So I used this ink instead to rub around the edges and even smudge a little. So here I am, I'm finished, and you'll see the close-ups and whatnot now. Anyway, come back later and see what else I make. Thank you, bye.